Hello, if you can't tell where we are, we're of course back at the Alton Towers Resort, this time to finally get the cred and ride Bluey the Ride, Here Come the Grannies. As Em over here is admiring the slightly out-of-date Easter frogs. Yeah, we're going to ride Bluey the Ride today. We're here on a Saturday, which we thought would be incredibly busy. We weren't planning really to go on Bluey at all, but we've just seen the queue at a posted half an hour, which... cred's a cred. It's got to be done at some point. And especially on a day like today, on a Saturday where it is so quiet, why not give it a go? And I've had a lot of people messaging and commenting, asking when I'm finally going to check it out. Obviously, I covered a load of the construction and stuff, and I covered it weekly on This Past Week in Theme Parks. So it's only right that we ride it at some point. Em, are you excited for Bluey the Ride?
I'm so excited. Wait, let me do a demonstration of the song. Here come the grannies. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, we're just going to have a laugh. Obviously, again, go on Bluey. Em's just spinning around the lamppost. And yeah, we're going to have a fun time. Subscribe if you want to see more fun vlogs like this. And join us for a ride on Bluey the Ride, Here Come the Grannies, a brand new roller coaster at Alton Towers for 2026. We're just in the box office asking in case we can use our one Platinum Fast Track on our Platinum Passes.
Let's go, Rita.
As you probably just saw, you can't use it on any attraction in CBeebies Land, actually, and not just Bluey. But the queue isn't too long, so we're going to go in and check it out. I guess we get to ride another ride later on our fast track. Walking into CBeebies Land along the rainbow of colour and music and stars. Get Set Go Treetop Adventure was, of course, changed. The layout used to go where the Bluey coaster is now. But now it just goes along here, making that a lot shorter. Ow, support. And we're going to have a look at it from the outside before we get in the queue. As you can see, children must be 0.9 meters or above, a very low height requirement for such a big ride. And 0.9 to 1.1 meters, accompanied by an adult. Yeah. If there's a maximum of 0.9, I might just fit. And yeah, it's on 45 minutes right now, so hopefully that goes down a little bit before we enter the queue. You got the entrance sign, nice bit of 3D text, and those 3D lines. Bluey and Bingo at the top, or Rita and Janet, as I believe they're called in this episode. A sensory level as well, which Em goes into a bit more detail of in her vlog. And here's the Bluey household. And alongside the entire ride is this blue picket fence. There's just a single decal of a bush. There's not another one of that. Why is that there? And yeah, you've got the danger ride area keep out. I'm still not a massive fan of these green fences, but I'm glad we have that picket fencing at the bottom at least. And here's the ride fully complete. We saw the tree going in, it testing, and I don't know who these fellas are, but they look kind of cool. You've got Chili there, which Emma's just said. Em's like the Bluey wiki. But yeah, look, she's talking. You've got like plants all around. Obviously, hopefully this grows in a little bit. It's starting to look a bit like Minifigure Speedway did when that first opened. I guess at least they've actually planted a lot of trees and like plants and stuff, so it's making it look a little bit nicer.
This never ends.
Oh, he's talking now. Awesome. Hello, who is he? Bandit. Oh, all the Bluey fans, all of you watching are going to be commenting saying, you've got it all wrong, and I know I have. But yeah, the sky out there doesn't look very good. Hopefully that's passing by. And here it goes. Here's the coaster. It's got some audio. It's not onboard audio, but it's playing in the area as the coaster goes round. I believe there's a ridiculous amount of mixes that it could have, and then we'll talk about that in a minute. Here it comes. Apparently, we've just been told, shout out to Jack, that some of these turns are very intense and it's a very smooth ride. So we need to get ourselves on, I think. There's like a hose towards the end of the ride. I'm surprised that's not like some water effect that just sprays up like tidal wave and gets you soaked. And yeah, the track does come quite close to Bluey's house, or the Healer house, as I've been corrected by Em. And yeah, it's good to see it open with a longer queue. And I do love how loud the music is. Some say you can actually hear the music occasionally from the other side of the park, which is hilarious. And it is a photo opportunity on this side as you head into the queue line. I can't believe we're doing this. But like I said, a cred's a cred, and it's not a very long wait. I think it's dropped down to 35 minutes, which is good. Got like a photo opportunity here with Bluey and Bingo. What's that, a balloon? I thought it was an apple. And obviously I'm not going to film it, but as we queue around the outside, you can see there's no fence to the left. And that's because they've got this sort of like play equipment and stuff. You can see a pelican there. Oh, look at him. Squawk, squawk. But I think with this sort of ride and the fact that, like, you know, it's in a kids area, CBeebies Land, I think that is a really good idea to have that sort of play area in the centre so the kids don't get distracted and the parents can sort of just queue around the outside as they go and play. Reminds me a lot of the Pirate Falls queue line at Legoland Windsor. That's very similar, but instead you build Lego. Maybe here we can build Bluey and Bingo. But yeah, these things on the floor, they actually, you can stand in the middle of them and they make a sound. They make a nice little dong, like an XP sound in Minecraft sort of thing. What are your thoughts of the queue?
I think it's great and it's more accessible for children, because I find a lot of parents, especially in CBeebies, when queue lines are quite long, they struggle and they end up not really going on much because they know their child might not be able to cope in like a 60-minute queue. But yeah, no, it's a lot more accessible for young children. More queues in CBeebies should have this sort of thing.
True, very true. Especially with the fact that this ride does have fast track, which will slow down operations. But yeah, nice little play area here. There's quite a few for the remainder of the queue line. Oh my god, there's just these random bushes. At least there's a flower in this one. We'll take that. The music's going hard, you know. Hang on, I'm going to put my sunglasses on my head at the drop. Yeah! But yeah, this is the backhand side of the meet and greet type sort of thing with Bluey and Bingo. The photo opportunity, that's it, not the meet and greet. You can do that in Big Fun Showtime, I believe. Yeah, so as you saw already, you go this way past these two and then you loop back round to where we are now, on the other side of the fence. Don't know how I feel about this queue yet. I'm a bit on the fence. And then yeah, on the back of the entrance sign, nice parking spot, Rita, meaning technically they've now got 2 rides in the park based on something or someone called Rita. So if you go to a staff member and ask, can I go on the Rita roller coaster? And they say, yes, in Dark Forest, I'll show you where that is. Go, no, that's not the one I'm on about. Behind this section as well, there is another play area. It's a lot busier, that one, though.
It's Bluey fun.
Yeah, it is. All the signage, like the danger ride areas, all that as well. Why are you Oh, I thought you said fuming. We said fuming. I was like, why are you fuming? Yeah, we're getting ever so close to riding it now. Been here for about, what, 10 minutes or something as it goes up again. I do like the train for this. It is very, very well done, especially how it's based on the episode. And the whole thing about a green roller coaster for a ride based on Bluey.
They were riding their little tykes thing in the back garden. That's why it's green, because...
Damn, is this one of the remnants of Postman Pat? The tree stump. Should we count how many rings there are to work out how old it is and see if it is the same age as Postman Pat? And I just realised the light bulbs, as the coaster goes round, change colour. They went all rainbow. Obviously, we couldn't really see the effect of that, but I'm sure later in the day, or maybe even at other times of the year, you might, as it goes up the lift hill again. Oh, never mind, it's not. Bluey and Janet and Rita there with another backdrop for a photo op. And yeah, so next to us in this queue here, this is actually an ambulance ride access entrance and a fast track queue. It takes you all the way down there to the right. And there's also a non-ambulance entrance round the other side, which we'll show you in just a moment. Well, when we get off the ride, because I think it's going to be more than just a moment to get off this. And yeah, there's like a sort of resin they decided to do on those mounds instead of the fake grass, and I think it looks a lot better. Not a massive fan of the fake grass, but obviously it would have taken ages to grow in, and they have done a good job for the time they did have. Just kind of wish they did spend a little bit more time, because you can see in places that it does look a little bit rushed. Oh, are we going? What's happening? Got some nice covers, which we saw being installed during its construction, obviously, because they're here. What is going on?
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
We have made it past the batching point, and we are heading up the stairs to the Bluey warehouse station. That's the one thing on this ride I'm not overly keen on. The fact the station is just a metal box. And yeah, we're into the Bluey station, metal box. Yeah, an interesting station, I must say. They've tried some theming up there, which is kind of nice. But yeah, I'm just not a big fan of this, the look of this station. What are your thoughts on the station?
Lazy.
Straight to the point, I love it. But there is actually a door in the penultimate car of the train to help with accessibility.
Yes, there is.
Straight to the point. Yeah, 13th row is that accessible car, and then it goes up to 14 rows on the entire train. And yeah, it seems a bit frantic to actually get on the ride, so I'm going to put you away in a second. Goodbye. Here we go. We tried to go for back and we got the second row, but we'll take it. Whee! Whoa! Down the drop, into the 0G roll. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Woo! That's quite a fast section. It's very smooth, I will say that. Woo! Woo! Round 2. Yeah. There we go. Through the exit. This feels a lot like B&Q as well. Just slam some wooden planks together. That is so loud. But yeah, that is Bluey the Ride. Here come the Grannies. Completed. And this actually wasn't here on opening day, but they actually do have a photo booth now. The photo takes, can I actually see it from here? Oh, just about. You see the camera on the washing line POV. That's where they take your photo. So make sure you pose for that if you're riding this. And where the exit of the ride actually is, right here is that accessibility ramp to the station. As you can see, wheelchair entrance only. So yeah, that's really good to see as well. But yeah, as you can see the coaster going around, we've just come off of it. It's quite a nippy ride, I will say. There's a lot of different elements that are genuinely very surprising with how fast it takes it. And here it comes. I love the train design, that is so cool. And yeah, one thing I will say, once again, the station, not a big fan of that. It's kind of sad considering how big this IP is. I do wish they put a little bit more effort into the station, but I guess they just didn't. I don't know what else to say. Because yeah, that station isn't the greatest, but the ride is a very good family coaster. Of course, you've got loads of different theming around, loads of sound effects. I love the fact the music plays all around the area as it goes round. And it's all randomized as well. But yeah, as it goes back into the station, I'll give you a rundown on the full layout and my review of it. Who up flossing, guys? Floss. I love that dance move and flossing my teeth before I go to bed. So as it goes round, luckily I get 2 goes to actually do this in case I mess it up. The lift hill, very fast. Very surprisingly fast, actually. And we were sat row 2. And as you can see, we turn around that first corner. That bit's all right. And it depends where you sit, I guess, but we got pushed into this hill following this helix here, which was a little bit intense. It wasn't as intense as I've been told. That bit was really fast, that turn into that helix. And then you go onto the washing line, which was absolutely awesome, before heading into the brake run. And you know what? It was a really fun ride. Obviously, the target for this ride is to have one that's sort of in between Octonauts, where it's a little bit taller, but not as thrilling as, like, I don't know, Runaway Mine Train or Wicker Man or something. I mean, Wicker Man's a big step up from the likes of this. I do think they've smashed it, though. That first turn is slow, but then I can imagine on the back getting whipped around this entire layout. It's even better. And yeah, just going around. Lovely little lawnmower sound effect. I love the randomized features as well. That's really cool. And it is decently intense for a family coaster. And yeah, I love the fact it goes around twice. I think it'd be a bit short if it went round once. And it also probably would have been a bit short if it was the original planned layout of just a circle. So I'm glad they built this instead. I'll go a bit more in depth soon, but Em, thoughts?
I thought it was actually a bit more snappy than I thought. Not snappy, but like a bit more whippy. Like it was a bit more intense than I was anticipating for like a little kiddie ride. But I was saying to my vlog that I think they've really thought out the accessibility in the sense of having the ambulant get sent to that side of the queue and the non-ambulant on that side, so you completely avoid the stairs and things.
Yeah. It's nice to. I need to hold my camera different when I turn it back to me. Hang on. Yeah, they have done a very good job of accessibility on this one. Again, my only downside for this ride in general is the station building. I think from the outside and on the inside, just looks a bit like someone's gone to B&M, and I don't mean the manufacturer. I mean B&M Bargains, the home store. But overall, I really enjoyed Bluey the Ride. Here come the Grannies. It's a nice little family coaster. The layout's really good, and the theming around the sort of layout and stuff is really nice. Is it going again? I will say the operations are slightly slow, but it does run one train, so it is understandable. Merlin build a roller coaster with more than one train. Difficulty impossible. This is a fun ride in general, and it's perfect for this park. It's perfect in that sort of area. I think the height requirement's really good. It's a good replacement of Postman Power, I think. I think it's a great fit for CBeebies Land. And as we exit CBeebies Land on the Rainbow Road of music, stars, and fun? I don't know. We've completed Bluey the Ride after all that sort of construction, watching and everything. We've finally done it. The +1 of that cred has been achieved, and we can go home happy. Although I'm now going to go and ride the Smiler, I think, with our Merlin Platinum Fast Tracks. Is it Smiler we're going on with our Fast Tracks?
Yeah, I think the Smiler. We haven't done the Smiler in a while. To be honest, most Towers visits we avoid at X Sector because that's always like the busiest area. But
today?
Yeah, or 13. We could do 13.
Ooh. Well, I'm not going to cover that in this vlog, but if you want to see more Alton Towers vlogs and content, I do loads of stuff on this channel, then do subscribe. We're on the road to 200,000 subscribers now. So any help towards that goal, it's greatly appreciated. Did you enjoy Bluey? Let's summarize it in one word.
Fun.
And my word is going to be subscribe. No. Just, yeah. Good fun. That's more than one word. Enjoyable for all the family. That's way more than one word. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video very soon.